Are we doing that? So, gentleman brought in a $5 check.
Oh, I can grab it.
I guess I don't know if that's in a meeting form.
No, it's good for a discussion.
Let's piece of property right here. I don't know if you have anything to do with meets and bounds. I can talk to you about it. But I called Ryan. He didn't know. So there's a discrepancy with the road entrance right here off Tamarack. And I would like to not attach this check because when I go look at it on my map, it's not correct. I called Ryan and he said his map was different. The gentleman wants us to vacate the property where that garage sits right after the church. And he claims that he owns, or his dad was given or something, the road entrance to come in. But on every map I have, that road entrance is with the church. So I'm not interested in pursuing this until somebody can tell me something with where the property lines are.
We can take a look at it. Something can give us some
Yeah.
information. What is it? Township.
According to everything I have charted on my phone, even looking at the land maps, the person that's going to get screwed out of this deal is the person that bought the church. Because that's where the road entrance is. Mm-hmm. Where that garage sits, you can see a distinct line, and everything looks fine. According to what that gentleman brought in from map, was nothing of which I had. But in my eyes, he wants it for sale. Everything looks correct there. The road entrance is... Well, even on this map. Like I have this on the...
What are you talking, like the road, that kind of old road that runs on the mound?
No, it's for future access down through the center. There's 3 of them on Maple. So I'm not interested in vacating something for our future if something does take off here from this gentleman, 1. But 2, looking on every map I have, it is on the parcel with the church, but then there's supposed to be an easement here. And it's 100% incorrect. I don't know if I can show everybody on my phone or not. So just so everybody knows, even on this, it kind of looks weird. Can everybody see this or no? So this is where the church sits. This is the running track. So even on my map right here, it shows it's mapped wrong. But this right here is, technically, it's not Carp Townships, but it would be for a future road. And it shows his garage sitting on it. Okay? But when you drive out there and look on this map, you're parked like way over here. And the road is actually technically on whoever Charles Stevenson's property is. So it's mapped on everything way incorrect.
If it's wrong on our assessment roll, that's where all this mapping comes from.
Okay, we need to look at
It's
that.
from our assessment roll. So it might be wrong. It could be wrong. I'd be looking at the deeds. Yeah.
So I'm not interested in engaging in giving away anything.
No, look at the deeds.
Right.
Not
You have the same thing. The road is right there on his garage. You drive over there, it's not even close. That road comes way over here.
I can give you a
Okay.
copy of
That's supposed to be our property for a future road.
Yeah.
Which is right there. Yep.
Now this is showing his property comes over.
That's on the church property.
Yeah.
If anybody gets screwed on this deal, it's that person.
And who's complaining?
This guy wants me to sign off on it.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in doing that the way it's charted.
These are updated through the state, through the county.
Yeah, you have the
So
same thing I
that's,
do.
yeah, that's
Drive out there and look how far off that is. So, I guess before I give this gentleman any type of signature, any type of anything at all, I will wait for something. But I mean, even that as taxpayers, if something takes off here and all of a sudden we want to cut in there and have 20 new lots, I don't think we should vacate a future road access that's already installed. Right?
Yeah, that's what I was like, what am I doing with
Right.
that?
So, I mean, I wouldn't be interested in doing it anyway, but it's so incorrect that I would just like to put it on hold. I know we don't want to, but he needs to wait. It's too far incorrect to make a decision. All right, I'm done.
My last one, for the
Yep.
clerk. So we had a mature, yeah, here,
Someone was shaking a little bit. I asked him if he was okay. Okay. You gonna be all right with home?
I think so. We just pulled away. We did.
Yeah, I
He
seen him kind of
lives
moving
right
a
there. I
little
can
weird. I
watch
asked him if he was okay. We have Coca-Cola in the fridge for him.
I drink it.
Really?
Mike, where we at with fire hydrants? Did you ever get with Ontonagon to find
I
out?
missed the last meeting. I was working, so I'll
That's fine.
I'll try to make the next one. And they had one when I was down here, but I'll make the next one. I promise. So I know it's gonna open a can of worms up, but I mean, I think it needs to be open.
I mean, if they're not working, we at least need to
I
know.
honestly have to bring.
There's several of them working and not working. I mean, even this one over here in the corner, I think you walk anywhere around 10 feet and I think you sink to the ground. So I mean, I'll get to the next one. I mean, I don't know, work-wise, what's going on? Was there really that much rain and stuff to wash roads out over by Skinny and whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm supposed to go up their pavement for a week.
And
Good
it's
Lord.
like 3.5, 4 inches in like an hour.
Took out a whole road and they only access one town?
Yeah.
That's where I'm heading.
You know, you got culverts this big and you got water coming through it, so you can do one thing.
Well, we're going to help. Okay, go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Okay, so Miss Heather David at Citizens State Bank did us a wonderful thing, and I did give her a big hug. So we had a certificate mature, on June 8th. That is for $22,964.31, and the previous interest rate was at 0.25%. Miss Heather David got us at 4.25. So now we should see that's a huge difference. So I gave her a big hug for helping us do that. So the next mature date will be on June 8th, 2026. Then we have a party.
I have a comment.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to meet with you guys about the fire department budget, because you keep saying that we're in a deficit. And I keep trying to explain to Marty and Amber that we're not in a deficit.
Okay.
But they won't listen, they keep saying, no, you're in a deficit. We're not in a deficit. It was February, it was a whole year's worth of wages that they took out from the fire department and put, into the general fund. And so Marty was saying, oh, look, we spent 11,000 in 1 month. That was because it was a whole year of
Even before that
wages.
happened, though, I was talking about your budget.
Our budget is fine.
If you're good, then I'd like to see that.
Okay, I
Okay.
will. I'll show you. I don't have it with me, but I can show you.
No, it's important that you guys do well.
Yes, I agree.
We all need you to do well,
I agree.
but it's also important to look forward to future expansion for, getting the next truck that then bumps your insurance and all that stuff going up. And we need to do something to generate more money for you guys. And we need to do it every year.
And that's a millage. That is not us doing.
Well, not everything has to be for taxes, though. I mean, as a community, we should be able to be allowed to get you guys a couple $1,000 a year through something.
But that is not what we do. We collect money from a millage. We don't collect money to pay for our stuff with township donations or anything.
I've never
We
heard
need
Like,
more
we're talking
money.
about, do you want to? I
If
mean, a
we need
firefighter
more money,
benefit.
we have to raise our millage. Like if we need a fire truck, we
You
put
can
in
accept
for a
donations
millage
to
to
the
get
fire.
a fire truck. That is how it works.
Yeah,
would
you
be the
can
only-
accept donations, you can do pancake
Yes,
benefits, you
right.
can go out and do
Yep.
some things to raise money,
Yep.
to
Yes,
go
we
buy
can.
yourself something better.
But not for our budget.
No, I'm not saying that.
That's
But
what
if your
it
budget
sounded
falls
like
short or
you're
here, you can have a surplus, that's okay.
We have a surplus
Okay.
normally. Last year we had a lot of big spenders. We had fires for the fire truck, bought a new truck, what else? We did a lot of stuff last year. But we have capital reserve that has 64,000 in it.
Okay.
So for you to say that we are $11,000 short, that is totally wrong.
7. When I looked at your budget, it was $7,400 in the red, that's what I was getting.
That's not how it is.
I'd like to see
Your
something
numbers
different.
that you gave me, Miss Bernie, were off. You didn't even know your insurance was up more.
Right.
So
That
that,
nobody told me went up.
okay, so when I did the budget, I explained that to you, so that does get you down there.
And I also explained to you that I had already added in the phone bill. I added in, if we got internet at $60 a month. We did not get internet for $60 a month. So if you erase all that, that's only $45 a month. Instead of 45 plus the 60.
Either which way, I guess you have people here that are willing and have a place to,
Okay.
whether you have $1 million,
That's why I said, I wanted to
whether you have $1
talk to you
million
guys
or
about
not,
it. It
to
doesn't
help
need to be
support
right
your
now.
fire department.
Right, it doesn't need to be talked about right now, because I know everybody wants to go. I need to talk to you guys.
Oh, I'm already just very done.
I don't know.
Public comments, 3 minutes or less. Please refrain from using profanity. Go ahead, Ed.
What are you gonna do with the old mowers? They getting traded in or?
Thought that was on, talked about for trade-in, they sent pictures, so that's trade-in.
Okay.
Not a lot. A lot of times they said a lot of things like that people want just for parts or people to trinkets or something like.
Yeah, I
they
think there
would
was a
give
little
us
bit of
much
trade-in
couple
on
$100.
both of them.
Yeah, if you're trading it in, fine, otherwise.
All right. Anybody else? Come on, Louis, no way. No
Take it and
way.
run.
I have so much, but I just don't want to say anything today.
What?
Okay.
I'm going to keep it to myself this time around.
Well, if that's the case, oh, sir.
A couple months ago, I suggested about in the wintertime to have at least most of the fire hydrants out so that you can get to.
I haven't been to that meeting yet. That's on my plate. I did call and have a conversation with him and kind of forewarned him. That's what I was bringing to the table, and I was told good luck. And I said, well, I'm bringing it. You know? So I'll make that meeting.
It's basically the same thing they say to the citizens when you go and try to talk to them is good luck, you know.
Well,
It's kind of sad on their part that that's all they can give us. You know, if we pay for our water bill and stuff to them, they can only say, hey, good luck. We're going to make it out there maybe one time a year to go clear your fire hydrants, and we didn't see them last winter once with the amount of snow we had.
Yeah, we did not
Tells you what kind of concern they have for it all.
Yeah, we did something once clearing a fire in last winter.
Does that make them liable for a fire?
I don't think they'd be liable for a fire. I mean, it's always been kind of good Samaritan type stuff, but I mean.
The fire truck isn't even
Yeah.
No. That's not
I did it
so.
on my own, because I did that at Farmington.
Well, I guess technically that is their property, but I guess, I don't know, I've never heard of that, because technically the water is shut off down below on a gate, so I mean, it's not even up there.
Yeah.
Cold go down that far when you shut
No, they put the water line. Yeah, they put it deep enough below frost level. All water lines have to be buried below frost level.
Yeah, there's a plunger system down there with a pee
I'm
hole.
glad
That,
you were telling me that.
yeah, that'd be news to me. That water's not supposed to be in the service, but I mean, I'm gonna bring that up too as well, because there's a couple fire hydrants here that are weeping on the top. So that would mean they're full.
That means it's an inoperable valve. The valve ain't shutting off all the way, and it's allowing water to go up the pipe.
But then it allows it to be frozen.
Yeah, exactly, and that's where you get bigger problems.
I'm gonna do my best to make that next meeting.
Worked on the fire department for 29 years. Fire department took care of the hydrants. Because I have a hydrant, got 8 feet of snow on top of it. Then you're good for nothing. We had to dig out the fire hydrant.
We only
All the
have 3
time.
people though, Keith.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, you said you got, whoever you got, hire some people, dig them out. Ain't no good. If you can't get at the fire hydrant, you got shit.
I understand that, but the big thing here is I mean, one, they've passed off snow removal. We've passed off a lot of things. There's a lot of things that, as a township, we don't take care of.
I understand, but you don't need a new fire truck, you don't need a fire, you don't need none of that shit if you can't get at the fire hydrant.
That's why we're gonna try to implement some things, but I mean, the unique thing too, which I don't remember what his name was that he brought up, is, I mean, you realize we have water from here to Onto. So there's fire hydrants all along the way, so I mean, I was gonna try to include the rural people into it as well, unlike a buddy or adopt a hydrant type thing for a discount on the water bill, and that's what I'm gonna throw at them.
Well, you get structure fire, you get one really going to town, and lots of structures.
Well, but I mean, we are fortunate enough to have them rural. I mean, I would call that rural. I mean, we have fire hydrants from here on Ontonagon, which is kind of badass. But I mean,
On our township side, I think it's around 20.
We've seen fire hydrants on that road with 10 feet of snow on them. Hell, would they even find it? So, we'll do our best to get better at that. But I mean,
Whatever, I'm just saying that, Yeah, the fire
No, I mean,
department-
you're carrying water, you fail. I understand what you got, bro. But I mean, we can only pay for so much.
No, I understand.
You know,
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, you know as well as I do is if we all of a sudden do that and we start staffing Carp Lake Township, the people that are right outside our Carp Lake Township are going to get upset. You know,
We
we
only
can't.
got a certain amount of people, like you said, on the fire department. Our guys get it. Well, because their responsibility. Whatever.
The fire department has zero equipment here.
You know, home and south.
Before we follow, Mike, do you even know which one's what?
They're getting- we've asked. I know they've been through a few of them.
I don't think they know which one.
They don't test them all.
I would like to, one, review, again, this is kind of not our stuff, but I mean, as taxpayers, I think we deserve the right, and especially being, we're paying for water here every minute.
I think by law they have to have so many working in so many distance and stuff like that.
Well, can we even
So,
have one that don't work? Especially when we're paying for it, but it would be nice to look at, and maybe I'll do a little research before I go, but what are the rules that they have to be compliant for? Because I know where I came from, you see them testing them twice a year.
You have to exercise a minimum of once a year.
It's a general rule.
Does anybody have any knowledge? Do you guys have any
well,
knowledge for that?
they have
You
to
just know
do,
you want them to work.
Well,
So,
we can go around and crack them and see if they work, but I mean, you've done that once, I would like.
okay, but let me ask you this, and if
If they don't
something
work,
doesn't shut off, then
Water.
water department? So, I mean, we gotta watch what kind of work.
yeah,
we're
the
doing
water
ourselves.
department said even for the fire department to touch them, because I asked them if they could test the one across the street from my house. They said that the fire department has to contact them to explain why their alarms are going off before they even do it.
There ain't no alarm going on.
That's what they tried telling me. They said that they're low water, they have to call and explain why they're getting low pressure before they even start testing them.
They asked us to call and see so many gallons of water on the hydrant.
Yeah,
I
that's,
just see it if it was along something on it, but I mean, if you were to crack a hydrant right here, they ain't gonna know that.
no, that's exactly what that worker
But I
told
don't
me
wanna
when I
start
asked him
that
about it.
conflict. Let's try to work together, and let's try to get things going. I will go there and I'll bring both guns. But I mean, I want to be fact-based here too, so I want to look and see what the rules are. If it's once a year, twice a year, they need to test them all, because I mean, I think we can all agree we haven't seen anybody here flush the hydrant in.
Well, not this spring yet. I seen it last fall, but they're supposed to do one in the spring and one in the fall usually on
You have
most
seen someone
cities.
here crack one?
I've seen it last fall, but when they were doing it, they would go around, they take a garden hose on the ones they don't go down, they shove a garden hose down there, see if it's wet. And then the one at the end of the line, like say on Elm Street, they went all the way down to the last one on Hemlock and tested that one, and then said they don't have to test the rest on the line. They only need to test one on the line. And that's what he tried telling me, and that's why he didn't go and test the one in front of me.
I need a garden hose in there to tell me I got water.
Yeah,
that's where before I go to bat, I want to make sure I got all my ducks in a row.
but that's what I seen them doing, was they just stuck a garden hose down there, or whatever hose or something, see if there's water at the bottom of at the valve, if there it was or not, and then they just moved on.
Because you
But
guys
they
all
only
know,
tested one.
if I go there with a fact stick and I hit them with it, okay, they're going to be here tomorrow and they're going to be here upset, especially if they're not being compliant with state and county laws. So,
The other thing too is we lost a half a point on our ISO scoring because I was after them for about a half a year about getting a flow rate. We need to know how many gallons per minute these hydrants can flow.
Yeah.
They don't have the equipment.
Yeah.
The tools for that, there's a certain way to do it. You gotta triangulate it somehow. You do one, crack another one, and you crack another one, see what the drop rate is on that molecule as well. They're supposed to be doing that kind of stuff.
We had 1,000-gallon hydrants. We had what's called a T-top. And a valve. You open the flow, going out 10 feet where the water going out, and you put it on it and it'll tell you how much water is coming out. That's what it is. Simple little tool. And we did all the time. And I tell you what, when we open hydrants, the fluorescent water came out of it for like 5 minutes. Rusty water. Couldn't believe it before it started getting clear. Because it had been sitting forever.
well, especially one sitting at the end of a line.
I mean, you open anything, I bet you the first thing comes out of it goes into them,
I would like to. I'll get my ducks in a row and I'll go to bat for our township, and just know that when you open that can, they're gonna come here mad the next day, especially if they're not compliant with something.
Have one of them
I'm
come to the
okay with
meeting.
that.
Have one of them come to the meeting and explain it. I wanna hear what they got to say.
You know as well as I do, they're gonna tuck their tail at this point, because I think a lot of stuff's been neglected in this town. Granted, they bust their butts up there. And those guys are probably just short-staffed as a lot of us are, but, I mean, I've seen those guys working late in the hours and fixing a lot of broken, stuff, and all the infrastructures here are dated. And, them water guys, when we had that main break over there on, Superior and, Fairview, I sat there for a while with my truck until they got there, but I mean, they got there that night, which was good, but I mean, that was a lot of water. And he called me and they went back, and I guess, I didn't go over there yet, they cleaned the ditch up and put some of the, fast back. I'll try to make the next one and get some stuff done and cleaned up there this year. And, so that way we all have peace of mind, and especially knowing where our best.
Now, do they send? No. Also, are they supposed to send out notices when they do flushing? Like most cities, they're supposed to announce
I would imagine you should be allowed something on the internet
Yeah.
within 48 hours.
Yeah, they
Well,
should
because
do
you
that.
turn on your water and faucet off, it runs the water.
If we could get a website up and going, we could put it on ours.
You'll be a counselor on there.
That's all stuff that once all this new computer, BSA, whatever y'all you want to call it, we get our websites, everybody can be really, really quick in communicating and know what's going on.
Yeah.
It'll get better. I'll go to bat on that for us, and let's hope it's not that big of a fight.
Well, on 3 years being here, I've only seen crack one.
Well, not to bring it up as a broken record, but I know you guys, when they had the one back here, one didn't work. And that was a moment right there you needed it.
Yeah, and the fires, the apartments, the one closest to the apartments didn't work, they had to wait for more hose, and then add more hose, and run it across the street.
I mean, it's a what if thing that I feel, deserve to know that it's going to work.
If it wasn't residential, somebody in it.
Yeah.
We rely on the county and the village for that, so I want to be fact-based before I draw both guns at that meeting, and we'll see what I open. Okay. Anything else?
Only for the planning commission meeting on the 8th, the guy that is Mr. Coleman that's doing that, he is coming to talk about changes in our ordinances. And I just wanted the public to know that that's what that August meeting is about. It's about changing ordinances and stuff. So if you guys do plan on coming to the 8th meeting, that is kind of an informative meeting before they do the July 8th meeting that the township is, or the August meeting that they're going to set up on the July 8th. I have the minutes right here that I can read over.
The master plan is the portion of it. It's just talking about the processes.
Well, he's coming with a rough draft.
Yeah.
Says he will present 50% work completion on the July 8th meeting.
But I think the ordinances actually come down to us, though. So just talking.
Yeah,
about the process.
he's doing a rough draft, and then the August meeting will be a public meeting that you guys have to announce as soon as the July 8th meeting figures out the August meeting, and that'll be a public meeting to address all the changes and stuff like that. So we're on a public thing, the planning commission meeting is also a very informative, good meeting to attend also. So.
Yeah. Because, I mean, there's going to be a lot of ordinance changes.
Yeah, there's ordinance, zoning changes that are going to be happening, master plan changes, and then I believe he also mentioned something in here for can't remember where it was. Oh, the capital something. Gosh, I'd have to look over this again.
Capital improvements?
Yeah, the capital improvements also, he's writing up for that also. So there's a lot of things that he's going over that I think, as a community, I think some of those things that we should be up to date on and listening to also, as these changes are going to affect all of us.
It's big changes because a lot of
Yeah, it is. It's a very big change, especially with the master plan being rewritten and everything else. So that's just what I'd like to tell people is this is a meeting that, on July 8th next month here, that we should start trying to, get involved with as a community. The planning commission sent out letters asking for help with this, and but they didn't really tell how to get a hold of them except come to the township. And when I asked the township, they didn't know how or what it was all about. But there's a copy of the letter over there on the board too. So
quarterly.
yeah. Yeah, I know, and they have very little meetings, so. But if as a community, if that's one that you guys want to put on your calendar, that's a good one to attend and to get information from.
Right on, thank you.
Thank you, Willie.
Okay, Marco? Polo, nothing? Everybody good? Motion to adjourn? Marty, seconded by Ray. You know, so three. Hey, Marty?
Yes.
Ray? I say yes. Meeting is adjourned. 8.